Welcome back to G-Body Garage. Today we have a special treat. We got my tuner Steve here with his 1978 Ford step-side big block turbo truck. Now he's going down to Ford Fest this weekend, so I offered to let him bring it in the garage so we could lift it and do a nut and bolt check on this thing. So here's Steve. I'm going to let him explain what's been done to this truck. There's so much, we'd never get it in one video, so we're just going to keep it pretty simple. So here he is to explain what's been done to this thing.
It's pretty much cut and dry. No, it's 78 F100, 460, 30 over, built bottom end, H-beams, Wiseco forged pistons, Howard's cam, all that, and got a big S485 hanging off the side of it. And it's backed by a 4L80, got a 9-inch out back, and that's pretty much general rundown. Crown Vic front suspension, flipped and drop shackles in the rear. Pretty much it. Now Holly Terminator on it. LS coils.
Yes.
LS throttle body.
Yes. So this truck is different than probably anything you'll ever see in your life. It has LS coil pack, cool on plug on a big block Ford running a Chevy transmission, which is absolutely crazy, but the thing is scary to even be in, and it's still turned down. He actually just bumped the turbo up from an S475 to an 85, and then I went from the 96 exhaust wheel to the 102. Yeah, so the turbo is just massive. This thing spools super quick being on that big block, and the 4L80 behind it makes it absolutely a love to drive. I mean, you can drive this thing down the highway at 80 miles an hour and just cruise and enjoy it. I mean, and Steve here has actually started his own wiring business to do complete wiring of cars. The Malibu that's sitting in the other room that I'm going to introduce you guys to soon, he is actually going to wire the whole car and help me do a lot of the work to it. He's actually told me a lot of things I didn't even know you could do with the Terminator, including oh heck, what was it the other
Traction control.
Yep, traction control, having different settings in there so I can turn it down just on the fly real quick if he's not there.
10 position pot switch,
Yeah, I mean, there's just so much that he knows that you can do that I just flat don't. I actually met Steve through a couple other friends, mutual friends, when I was having problems with the 86. We could not get the thing to run. He actually came over, told us some of the stuff that was wrong with it and helped us work through it. There actually ended up being a whole lot more wrong with it than what we ever imagined because I didn't know what I was doing. But he ended up getting most of it fixed, him and my buddy Joe, and he's actually tuned it the whole time. The thing runs great. LS Fest, drove it there, no problems. The only problem is the problem that I caused, which was the cooling fans. Besides that though, he's going to pretty much be tuning all my cars. But he is actually starting a wiring business that he will completely wire your race car. I mean, he can tune it. Certain things, I'm going to assume you don't want to get into imports too much.
No.
So, no imports, sorry guys.
4, not enough cylinders.
Yeah, just missing too many cylinders for him. So, you know, big block Ford, small block Chevy, I'd say he can tune pretty easy. You know, all your LS needs he can do. But he can wire in all the lights and everything. And the business is called
Motorsport Solutions.
Amp Motorsport Solutions, he actually just opened up his Facebook page yesterday.
Made it public yesterday.
So if you need anything with wiring and you're in the Louisville or you want to tow it here, he can wire the whole thing. He's going to do mine, and he does the cleanest wiring I've ever seen. So what we're about to do is we're going to get this thing racked. I'm going to pop the hood, show you a little bit, and then me and him have to get to work and start getting this nut and bolt check done so he can get to Ford Fest this weekend and enjoy the truck. So give me a minute and we're going to look under the hood. So I'm going to do a little walk around of this. As you can tell, that is a massive turbo on this thing, but with that 460 it just spools it so easy. This truck has full AC, full heat. I mean, it literally has everything you would need in a new truck pretty much, just with 3 times the horsepower. He is actually, Steve is actually the one that taught me to do the B&M shifter mod that is on this, that I made a video on. He's actually the one that made it first. And as you can tell, I mean, his whole setup here is just super nice. He's got a full Holley digital dash sitting in it. And the best thing about the truck, in my opinion, is not only has this been in his family since it was almost brand new, so it's been passed down from generation to generation. He kept it to true Kentucky form here with a battery box that is actually Southern Comfort. So, I mean, alcohol and Kentucky, we just go together hand in hand. But as you can tell, this truck is super nice. I mean, it is a perfect sleeper. He'll be at Ford Fest this weekend, so if anybody's down there, you see the truck, it will, I mean, he'll be driving it pretty much every day. So, guys, that's pretty much all I got today. We got to get this thing on the rack. We got to get started, and we got to nut and bolt check this for him so we can actually make sure that he gets to Ford Fest, like I said. So if you want to see other cool trucks like this or vehicles in general, I'll have some on here soon. I got some other buddies that we'll probably end up going to their house, helping them out. One actually will be tomorrow. I'll be up in Indiana helping a buddy with an actual G-body. And I want to make something a little clear. This is G-body garage, but not all my friends have G-bodies. So there's going to be different cars on this. There's going to be, I mean, I got a buddy that makes 700 plus horsepower 4-cylinder Honda that we will have on here. And the reason being is because the car is just absolutely amazing, clean. I mean, we're gonna have a lot of different cars on here. So if you just like cars in general, you like fast cars in general, pretty much all my friends have fast cars. So with that, guys, if you're building something, please let me know. Please like and subscribe. I appreciate it. Till next time.